Oh, damn. I feel this energy here of this collective could be showing off a little bit. Okay. This could be a collective that does feel at this time, yeah, like they are feeling more connected to themselves physically. I feel like some of you are feeling more confident in your physical body. I feel this energy of you showing off, or some of you just experience some type of glow up. Some of you are being seen differently by others, or your energy is more magnetic at this time. Okay. And there's definitely someone watching you here with something to say. This could be a new energy. This could be a past energy. It could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I also have fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. I have air, I have fire being most significant here. So you could be an air or fire sign. But there's definitely this energy here of you just going through some type of glow up. And I feel for some of you, the glow up that you experienced feels like you detaching from anything that wasn't serving you. And it doesn't just have to be romantically. I feel for some of you, you detach from friendships, maybe even familial relationships, maybe even just like old habits, bad habits, overthinking, maybe over analyzing, being in your head, just, having a lot of stress or anxiety. Maybe some of you, again, had some limiting beliefs that you were working through. I feel like this is a collective that really has released a lot of heavy, dead weight. So some of you could have physically just lost a lot of weight. Others, it's like you've released a lot of karmic burdens that you've been carrying for years, if not lifetimes. And you feel lighter. You feel hotter. This is a very high vibrational energy. This is a very magnetic energy. This is a very attractive energy. Okay. Because when we are not carrying burdens with us, when we are unencumbered, when we are free, when we are liberated, when we are truly connected to ourselves, there is no more attractive energy. There is nothing that is more captivating than someone who is truly self-possessed, possessed by their own awareness of their worth, truly anchored in their confidence. There's no more attractive energy. Okay. Dang. And the song is Shake What Your Mama Gave You. Yeah, some of you have been feeling called lately to dance. Some of you are, again, just feeling this lighter energy, this freer energy. Okay. And yes, some of you have. You've healed childhood traumas. You've let go of things that were holding you back for some time. Love you, Lisa. And this energy that was holding you back for some time, I feel for many of you, was preventing you from tapping into this confidence. But I now feel this confident energy on your side. I feel this confidence. It's like, here's the thing. The confidence was always there. The gifts that you have, like this, the power that you have, it was always there. But I feel like this is the energy of you just now discovering it. Like discovering your power and just activating it. And this is, again, this very attractive energy. But some of you are connected specifically to an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I also feel Pisces energy here as well coming through. Okay, so you could have strong Pisces placements, strong air placements. Tell me the energy specifically around love. Someone is seeing you in a new light. Someone's definitely seeing you in a new light. The song is Need Your Love. Someone's like, I need this. Before, maybe they just wanted it. Now they're like, I need this. I need this. It's kind of spicy, kind of sexy, kind of like this energy. Because again, I feel like there was a lot of heaviness potentially in this relationship in the past, or maybe even you've just gone through a heavy cycle outside of this relationship. But I feel this lightness that's been created here to the extent where it feels like there's an opportunity for something new, whether it's with a new person or whether it's with this person. I feel this like new, exciting start, like a fresh start. Dang. Okay, what is this person needing from my collective specifically? What do we need to know? Yeah, someone's... Do you realize the effect you have on this person? Do you realize that you're drawing this person? Some of you do. Some of you know. Some of you have just started to become aware. But yeah, this is somebody who seems a little bit nervous. It's like they could be a little bit intimidated. There's a little bit of nervousness. There's a little bit of feeling unsure as to how to get to you, how to connect with you, or what the best way is to approach this. I feel this energy of this person thinking a lot about this. Again, focusing on you, not knowing exactly how to come in, but like wanting more than anything to connect with you. There's a lot of desire here. I literally heard drooling, so I'm not going to go into that further, but I literally feel like this person could be seeing something that you've recently posted or something that you've shared, or just feeling your energy. And like even having spicy dreams and being like, I want this. I want this. So again, this could be a past person or this could be someone brand new. It feels like they're coming in with a new approach. Because for some time in the past, yeah, they had nothing to offer. They weren't opening up emotionally. I feel like this is somebody who might have tried to offer you just enough emotionally to keep you interested, but they were unsure whether they could fully give to this emotionally. So this could have been someone from the past in which they were holding back for that reason. But yeah, I feel like you can't hold them back any longer. Okay, what is this person's intentions towards my collective? Damn. This is somebody who's recently had an epiphany around your relationship, okay? And for some, the epiphany they had is that they need to be transparent with you. They need to tell you the truth. They need to open up with you because they're not happy about where things are. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is a past person, but we can look at like fresh energies as well. Thank you, Shasha. But yeah, this is somebody who knows that you're not satisfied by them. This is turning into a very spicy. It's 2:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 222. It's a confirmation. But yeah, I feel this energy of this person knowing you're unsatisfied or unfulfilled by them. And this doesn't have to be physically. I mean, for many of you, this is emotionally. Because in the past, I feel like they did push you away or they did reject this or they weren't fully able to receive this. And I feel like eventually you started to take all your energy and power back and focus on yourself. And now they feel rejected. This person feels rejected by you. This person tries to move away from this, but now they feel like they can't. They feel like they can't. And yeah, their whole life feels like it's off balance without having this connection. What's the song? Try a little tenderness. Well, yes, they should. Okay. This person needs to come in and show you a softer side. For many of you, they didn't show that softer side. They weren't able to show you this gentleness, this tenderness. Maybe they were trying to keep this connection more based on like the intimacy, the passion. Because again, I feel a lot of like unbridled schmexy energy on their side. Like they're trying to approach it that way, or they maybe have in the past. Like they were just coming in with a whole lot of intensity and, you know, just talking to you about that when you were having conversations. It was like instantly just having those types of conversations or instantly going to things that were more intimate versus just having more emotionally vulnerable conversations. And I feel this person like needing to express a more tender or gentle side and show you that you've affected them in maybe a way that you're unaware of. So for many of you, I don't feel like this is somebody that you have fully expressed your feelings to or desires to. And if you have, I feel like you still didn't tell them everything that you were feeling. I still feel like there was something of that in which you were holding back and they were holding back. Okay. What is this person hoping for the future with my collective? Damn. This is somebody that wants a fresh start with you. This is somebody who wants to see you in person. This is somebody who's hoping the two of you can move beyond this period of indecision. For some of you, it is going to come down to seeing each other in person. Cooking with Carly. Seeing each other in person and doing so maybe for the first time in a really long time for some. What was the reason why we were holding back in the past? Why didn't we see each other for a time here? Yeah, I feel like they weren't fully offering you their heart. It's like they were holding back emotionally. They were holding back emotionally. And I feel like they didn't feel worthy of your nurturing energy. But then this person couldn't escape you. I see you showing up in their dreams unexpectedly. I see them feeling like the moment you started to focus elsewhere as well, that all of a sudden their life felt very volatile or unstable. And I also feel this energy of like them needing to transcend this period in which the two of you do feel disconnected by coming forward bravely and courageously, like wanting to be brave with you. So I feel this person wanting to finally nurture your feminine energy. There's a lot of growth on their side. I see for many, you put your foot down with this person. I specifically feel this energy of you like drawing a hard line. You could have shut the door on this or at least said like, I don't want to have conversations just about passion, desire, this. Like I want more from this relationship. I want more from this relationship. Maybe you even said to them like, I'm not cheap. I'm not just interested in something casual. I don't just want a situationship. Like, yes, we have that chemistry, but that's not all that I'm wanting. And I feel for many of you, when you had that conversation, maybe you felt like I'm never going to see this person again. Maybe you felt like they were going to walk away or they would abandon the connection. But I still feel that for many, that was the first step in solidifying a reunion here. Because there has now been this awareness on your person's side that they can only come forward when they're ready to make true on the potential of this connection. When they're ready to actually open their heart. And again, offer you something tender. The song Under the Boardwalk, I feel like both of you kind of want to put some of the disappointments from the past under the bridge, or you want to move beyond that. Because you both feel rejected by this. You both feel rejected by this. Now, whether it's warranted, their perception is their reality, right? What is this person's next action towards my collective? Damn. Okay. Let's provide some confirmations before you claim this reading, before you come for me in the comments saying, you're making me delulu. This is not my reading. Stop telling me they're coming back. They're not coming back. If this is your reading, your person is very likely an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also have Libra or Pisces. You're likely a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? The initial C is significant and P is significant, okay? I feel a very strong spiritual connection here. I see very vivid dreaming here. I see very spicy dreams here, okay? We're not going to talk more about it. Very spicy. You know what that means, okay? I see that the two of you have had paths in which you've been connected, but I don't feel like you've ever been together. I don't feel like you've ever been committed, okay? And I feel that you are now more guarded to this person than you were in the past, but I feel that they were guarded first, and then you became guarded. So I feel like you've gone back and forth. First, they closed you off or shut you off, and then you shut down to this person. So there has been some back and forth energy here. I'm also seeing shooting star could be a confirmation of some kind. I'm also seeing musical messages are a confirmation as well. Specifically, the song that just came through was From This Moment I Will Done. That's Shania Twain song. From This Moment On. I feel like that song's significant. You could have heard that song in the last few weeks. Okay? Anything else we need to know? I also just heard seashell. So many of you, there's some type of connection to the sea, to the water, to the ocean. And also, again, water energy coming through Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? So what do we need to know about the future potential of this relationship based on the current energy? This person is not controlling things to the same degree anymore. But I do see this. If for a time they were using these tactics, these defense mechanisms to keep you away, it was not because they didn't love you or they didn't care about you. It's because they knew that they still had a transformation to undergo. They knew that they needed to change for you, and they knew subconsciously, intuitively that they weren't ready for you. And I feel for many of you, the lesson that was needing to be learned on your side was to accept that from a place of love. To accept that this person was not shutting you out in order to hurt you or to punish you. They were shutting you out because there was a part of them that knew subconsciously that they were not on your level. They could not match your energy. That you had already done all this healing. You had transformed. And again, I see that now on your side. I see you being evolved. I see you being healed. I see for many of you, you feel more powerful than you ever have. And like, that's intimidating because I feel you were powerful when you met this person. So now you have iterated beyond that initial point of power. Like, I feel for many individuals when they cross your path, like they're like, they feel the effect of your energy, even being in your proximity, even being near you. And some of you aren't even aware of that. Like some of you aren't even aware of how powerful you actually are, but you're starting to become aware. You're starting. So I feel this person wasn't ready or wasn't able to match that power. And the way that expressed itself symptomatically was they allowed themselves to accept less than what they deserved by not choosing this relationship, by only giving you pieces of something they wanted to give a whole to. Again, mostly their heart, like wanting to give you all of themselves, but feeling a sense of fear around losing this. Okay. So does this relationship have potential to evolve in the future? I feel for many of you, there is an opportunity here, but the biggest breakthrough here is about you setting continued expectations, okay? And that is the only way that you're going to create a new opportunity here. I feel for many, for a time, you kept this person around in the hopes that things would eventually change. And then you put a hard line, like you drew a hard line here and you said, I'm not interested in entertaining anything casual. For most of you, and you did so explicitly, even with the awareness of the fact that you could potentially lose this person. And in that moment, you not only claimed your power, but you passed the spiritual test. Because the spiritual test was the universe asking you, are you willing to accept a love that is scarce? Or are you willing to deny a love that is scarce in order to receive a love that is abundant? Are you willing to forgo something that is not enough? Or something that represents an old view of your self-worth? Or are you, in order to be able to eventually receive all that you deserve and more? But what you have to do in between those instances is be patient as that more comes, whether it's from this person or otherwise. That was the test. And for many of you, you've passed this test. And the universe is about to celebrate you. It's about to make it rain with abundance in love, in money, friendships, opportunities, because you have finally stood up for yourself and said, enough is enough. I deserve better. Okay, so I feel this energy on this collective side of no longer living from a place of self-doubt, no longer being led by their lack mindset or a belief that, they weren't worthy of love. They weren't worthy of opportunities. And I feel for many, this is a twin flame connection. So the two of you have incurred significant spiritual growth since you first connected, since the inception of this relationship. But now your third eye might be telling you that this masculine energy is not yet healed enough to receive them. I feel for many of you, your third eye is telling you, yes, this is my divine masculine, but they're not ready. Even without them coming forward, there's something intuitively that you're sensing. And I feel for many of you are sensing that they're just not prepared to match you still. They still have too much work to do. They still aren't clear enough about what they want. They're still not being intentional in the way that they act. They're still not leading. They still are not taking ownership. It feels like there's this energy here of being complacent, and this energy here of being mutable, like unsure, and somewhat reckless, maybe even impulsive. I feel this energy of this feminine collective saying, I am enough in my wholeness on my own without this masculine energy. And just because they have not done the soul work does not mean I am obligated to accept them in their current form. So for many, I feel like you've put your foot down and you started to plant new seeds, and you are awaiting those seeds to be germinated, and you are trusting in divine timing. And that trust is also preventing you from overthinking, because you know the universe is going to come through here with an offer that is solid, whether it's this person or otherwise. So for this collective, keep on cruising, okay? The song right now is Cruising. I feel for many of you, for the first time in a long time, again, you're feeling empowered. You're feeling like your energy is more at peace. You feel more in a state of balance, okay? I feel this energy of things are starting to feel more even keel, right? We're starting to feel like we're moving down this pathway progressively. The last thing we need to do is entertain anything, person, place, thing, anything that is going to disrupt this peaceful energetic state that we have consciously cultivated, right? And that is, including but not limited to this person. That could be, again, friendships, familial relationships. I see this collective really, again, protecting their peace and taking all of their energy and power back into living their life, and doing so from a place of confidence. And that is the declaration of self-love that your guides like to see, okay? So final advice for these new seeds that we're planting. What are we needing to know about them? See, this person still longs for you, okay? But the seeds you're planting are from a place of courage. The separation is going to eventually come into an end. But I feel for many of you, it cannot come to an end simply because you desire it to do so. And the same for this person. The ending of the separation has to happen because something has changed. The whole purpose of a separation in a twin flame journey, or in any divine counterpart journey, is for changes to be made, deep healing to be completed, old karmic cycles to be broken. So if we end a separation simply because we desire each other, in many ways, we neglect what the true purpose is of that period of separation. And sometimes you can actually set the connection back. You can actually regress in terms of any progress that is made, because you're appealing to this old identity that acts on impulse, or that acts on desire. This separation is necessary within this collective in order for both of you to be able to do the soul work. And damn, you have done it. On your side, you have done it. You have risen to the occasion. You have stepped up. You are fully activated. So continue to move forward. Continue to lead with your courage, with your bravery. Follow this higher purpose. And know on this masculine side, this is definitely somebody who knows the truth. So if you've questioned whether they know the truth, or whether they are aware of the fact that they still have work to do, or that they have to start taking steps towards you, they're aware. They're definitely aware. And they do feel some guilt around sabotaging things in the past, but for many, again, subconsciously. Love you, Christine. Subconsciously, they are holding back from this relationship because they feel like they can't heal you at this time. They feel like they can't bolster you. They feel like they can't support you. If anything, they feel like they hold you back. They denigrate you. And truthfully, they're not wrong. The old soul contract here has expired. You have learned the lesson. They have still yet to learn the lesson, but that is on them. There's no more shared purpose in terms of healing. They need to do their healing work independently at this time. And I feel for many of you, this is somebody who is very stubborn. They fought this tooth and nail for a long time because they felt unworthy of choosing themselves. But that is on them, not on you. Okay? So here's the thing. This is one of those rare soul connections where the two of you still love each other deeply. And you're still energetically connected deeply. And there's still so much compassion. And there is admiration of each other and support of each other. But it's almost entirely existing in the 5D. For most of you within this journey, it's like you are walking an independent path while you feel all this love for this person, but it's not drowning you. It's not preventing you from being able to focus on yourself. It's not preventing you from unlocking new opportunities. It's not preventing you from even attracting new partners for most of you. That's the truth. And for some, that may be the outcome of this relationship. You continue to move forward and attract a soulmate relationship, something that is a little bit less complicated and more available to you. And that is something that will feel true to you at that time. But I feel this person has avoided this for some time. And I feel like now it's on them because you're no longer staying around to enable them in that avoidance. See how that works? When you did stay around and stay connected to them, they could avoid their healing, they could avoid this truth, but you in some ways were a representation of the fact that they were still living truthfully in some place in their life. But now that you are no longer feeding into that or enabling that, they're forced to face the truth. They're forced to face the healing that is having to be done. They're forced to face the fact that they feel used or taken advantage of in some area of their life. They're forced to face the fact that I feel for many of you, this is somebody who's listening too much to what people say around them or thinking too much about how people perceive them. They're forced to face the fact that they have not learned or grown in the same way that you have. That they have not been able to feel worthy of being appreciated by you or even just appreciating themselves. They're forced to face the fact that you never tricked them. You only showed them the truth. And frankly, you were the only person to ever show them the truth. And they responded back to that truth in the past with dishonesty and authenticity. But not anymore. For most of you, again, you have restricted access to this person. And yeah, maybe some of you, you used to feel guilty about it, but you don't anymore. You don't anymore. So advice for this collective moving forward. If you move yourself away from something that forces you to accept less than what you deserve or forces you to accept scarcity, almost instantaneously, you will find abundance starts to show up in your life. You want a cheat code to attracting more abundance, more opportunities, more financial blessings, more miracles in your life? Stop holding on to things that take up space that are the antithesis of that abundance. Meaning, if you're like, oh, I hate my job is the worst, I'm unhappy with it, and it's that and this, and it's just drama, but you keep showing up there and you're committed there and you're still investing all of that energy into it, well, the universe is confused. The universe is like, well, it seems like you like it. You're holding on to it. You keep putting your energy into it. You keep getting involved in all this stuff that you say you don't want to be a part of, that you don't want to attract. So you're not sending mixed signals anymore. You've pulled your energy back. You're not focusing on things that force you to accept less than what you deserve. And in doing so, again, you send the universe a little nudge, just a little nudge, saying, I'm ready for my abundance now. Knock, knock, knock. Spirit, I'm ready for my blessings. I've earned my blessings. And you are ready. You are locked and loaded. Okay? So I hope that message helped for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed that collective message, 1111 down below. Yes. Let's do some career messages for the boss babes in the room. You're welcome, Shasha. I love it when we're cruising together. Cruising is made for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. The castor oil, isn't it amazing? Let me know if you guys are into this career message. I'm excited for you, Carly. Yes. Everyone send congratulations to Carly here. She just got good news for her business. Yes, we love to see it. We love to see our families succeed, okay? We cheer them on. There is more than enough abundance for everyone. That's why I don't subscribe to the idea of like, move in silence. Don't tell people about your successes. Why? Okay, be proud of yourself. You know, sing it from the highest point, from the mountaintops. Climb every mountain. Okay, let's do some career guidance. What do we need to know this time? Spirits, angels, and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors, overall energy here for this collective around career at this time. What do they need to know? Okay. Some of you feel burned out. Okay. Some of you feel burned out. Some of you feel emotionally drained. Some of you feel tired. Yeah, I feel this energy of feeling depleted. Some of you also could feel disconnected from your purpose. Or maybe even feeling like you're being taken advantage of. I get this energy of like needing to slow down a little bit. Because yeah, I feel the energy here in this collective is drained. I feel you just feeling depleted. Feeling like you could be reaching that point of burnout. Okay? But like also wanting things to change, but then not knowing how to change it. So there's a frustration here in the energy. What do we need to know about this? Yeah, for some of you, it's like you're wanting something so badly, but maybe you feel like it's not within reach. And you're struggling with this because that may be why you're feeling a little bit checked out or demotivated, because you're like, I want something so badly, but it feels like it's not possible, or it feels like it's difficult or challenging. So maybe there's this energy of like, oh, do I have to do something temporarily? It's kind of like a means to an end. It's like you're in between these two worlds, or it feels like it's a passage in time. It's really hard to get excited about something that you feel like you're only doing because you have to, or you're only doing it because it's temporary. So I feel a bit of frustration in this collective. Okay. And normally in this collective, I feel like many of you are so magical, so powerful, naturally motivated, excitable, enthusiastic about the work that you do. Or again, you're naturally hardworking, dedicated. But I feel like right now, you might feel like you don't have that same magic you usually have. You may feel like as well, the feeling of being frustrated or powerless is also taking away from that magic. Because when you're not feeling like you can make changes in your career, or if you feel like you're trying really hard and nothing is changing, sometimes you can start to, feel a little bit apathetic. Okay? So how can we shift in this energy? What do we need to do to change this energy? Damn. Okay? For some of you, there is something that is going to be offered to you that feels like an opportunity for you to learn or grow. Okay, so this could be a new job opportunity. For some of you, it is a job offer. But for others, I feel like this is more like a training opportunity or mentorship opportunity. Something that can build into something beyond. Okay? And it feels like, even though it's a step, it feels like it's a step in the right direction. It feels like it is a step that is helping you align with, again, this higher purpose or path. And this opportunity could turn into something long-term, but I feel for many of you, this is something that is like a bridge, but it's a bridge towards the right direction. Okay? Tell me a little bit more about what my collective will feel about this opportunity. What do they need to know? Yeah, some of you are like, yes, I want to put effort into this, but like you're ready to start your forever job. You're ready to be in something that can really grow, that can evolve, something that feels like it is long-term, or something that feels like you can create a foundation in. For many of you as well, you may be struggling or challenged at this time financially. And there's a lot of disappointment around feeling like the efforts that you put in, as much as you put in those efforts and you're very determined, it's like financially you feel like you're not well compensated for the work that you're doing. So this is very challenging because for many of you, maybe you feel like the thing you really want to do is out of reach. So you're being forced to do something that doesn't even feel true to you, but you have to keep paying the bills. And there's no worse feeling than being like, I have to do this because it feels like it's necessary in order for me to be able to maintain a quality of life. Now, that being said, I also feel this is a collective that is about to be offered, a new path out of this situation. Again, I feel for many of you, you are manifesting a new opportunity here that feels like it is a temporary step, but it's going to lead to growth. And for many, it is related to something you're creating for yourself. Business, venture, opportunity, financial investment. This is something you're creating for yourself to eventually have freedom, or to eventually be able to have the quality of life that you're desiring. So for many, it's like you want to build something that gives you freedom, or maybe helps you, allows you to connect more with family, children. So there is this energy as well. Okay. So final advice for this collective in this circumstance. What do they need to do? Listen, it is still challenging, I will say, within this collective. I feel like right now it feels like there's a lot of hard work. Okay, there's a lot of hard work. And maybe you feel like the reward hasn't come in just yet. But I want you to keep your faith. I want you to keep your faith and also stay anchored in your confidence. I feel for many of you, you are going to be led towards your higher purpose or path, something beyond this temporary position. Even if you just finished school or you're doing something temporarily, I feel like the next big opportunity that you accept, or partnership that you accept, or mentorship that you accept, helps you create this successful foundation for something that is just yours. And it feels like it's not as far away as you may sense that it is. And the fact that you're frustrated, and the fact that you're now aware of the fact that you have this magic, or maybe these gifts that are underutilized, these are all confirmations that they're coming in sooner than you think. Okay? So I hope this message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed this message, if you resonated, 717 down below. Okay.